Hello and welcome to another episode of What Do You Call It? Podcast. I'm your host, GB. Just want to send a quick shout out to Congo. You're keeping me number one in your country for the podcast. Much love, much love. Might have to get your football shirt for the future. But I'm not going to talk about Congo anymore. I'm going to introduce today's guest. Today's guest is the walking weapon, Golden Dragon. Please welcome Big Boss Tyson Keaton. Tyson, how you been, mate? You all good?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you on, mate. Pleasure to have you on. Spoke to you
That's
the best in the whole
not to
week.
correct you instantly. You call me the walking weapon, and that's Josh Alexander.
Damn it! Fuck's sake.
I'm
Got it
the
wrong, didn't I?
lit. I'm the living weapon.
That's what I meant. Damn it,
That's the
man.
one.
Oh, mate. I do
All
apologise.
good.
We're off to a
All good.
bad start here. I'm not even going to re-record this.
Don't
Normally, sometimes I fuck up, but
have to. Let's go. Don't have
wicked.
to. We're
Let's do it,
live,
man.
pal.
Normally, I rewind the clocks and find out how you got into wrestling. Now, we'll get there, but I'm actually going to kickstart this interview with you by asking you the questions that were asked to me on my social media when I asked, let's ask Tyson Keaton some questions for this interview. I'm going to start with the first one that I received. Ricardo
Okay.
Borg wants
Oh.
to know what's your favorite hold.
Oh. Oh. Jeez. Shit. We could be here all day.
Give me
Uh.
three. Give me three.
Okay. Uh. The sharpshooter or Scorpion Deathlock if you're a fucking nerd. Um. The Koji Clutch, and the Octopus Hold.
Nice. That's a good move.
Yeah, it's a lot of Japanese stuff. So
Yeah.
there's always going to be Japanese stuff for me.
Hope you're happy, Ricardo. Raymond O'Reilly. He would like for
Oh,
you to reveal your favorite match of the year so far.
well, I think you know why he asked that because he knows that I'm going to say it's with him. It was back in August at Bring Me Pro Wrestling, which was against Raymond, and yeah, I mean for this year it's definitely my favorite this year so far. But I'm thinking about it now. No offense to anyone else I've wrestled at Bring Me Pro Wrestling, but I think it's my favorite match at Bring Me Pro Wrestling so far as well. So I'm very happy with it, and I think Raymond is too. So
Nice.
yeah, we beat
Raymond.
the piss out of each other, so it was good fun.
Sweet. And the last one I've got from the user Ben, four Bens,
I think his name's Ben.
Ben,
Ben.
has asked if you could change one thing about your wrestling career, what would it be?
Oh,
Deep,
wow.
isn't it? That's a
Okay.
deep
Yeah,
question.
that's oh,
What's Tyson done
no,
wrong?
no, 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 no fluff questions. Jesus. I don't know if it's accusing me of something. Um, hmm. I mean, so many answers that any wrestler could give, to be honest.
I know. I mean, I think it's a good question, but it's
It is a
quite
good
hard.
question. No, yeah, I like ones that make me think.
Yeah, I think it's a
Um,
straightforward answer though. But yeah, no, think, man, think.
hmm, change. Not anything like superficial, like oh, I changed my gear color and
Do you know what? Because we're going to dissect your career anyway,
hmm.
let's come back to this question at the end.
All right,
And
fair
then once
enough.
we've discussed more what you've achieved and how you got into wrestling and reveal a bit more about Big Boss, then I think that might be able to be answered better. So we will come back to the question, Ben, four Bens. But
Ben, 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 Ben.
Ben. So Tyson, we're going to rewind the clocks, and I want to discover what made you a wrestling fan.
So essentially, it wasn't even through watching wrestling to begin with. It was through video games. It's just very, very just, oh, here's a wrestling video game. Started playing it, got obsessed with it, and then went into watching wrestling.
Hmm. What
But
video
I
game
knew
was it,
I
by the way?
it was SmackDown versus Raw 2008, specifically that one.
The ECW one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it had ECW like right in the middle there, like featuring ECW. It's like, yeah, they're here too, type thing. But I knew about wrestling. It wasn't like, whoa, my God, what's this? I knew what it was essentially in a vague way. I knew all the big names, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, probably The Undertaker, Stone Cold, like the really mainstream outside of wrestling names. And yeah, played that relentlessly. It was actually one of my friends who owned it. He had a PlayStation 2, he owned that game, and I played it relentlessly. And then once I got a PlayStation 2, that was one of the first games I bought, played that for God knows how many hours, and then thought, "Oh, I'll just start watching this." And at that time it was on, I believe, Sky Sports. Yeah, Sky Sports 1, 2, or 3, one of those stayed up at
Feels like another
stupid.
lifetime, doesn't it? When it was on
Yeah,
Sky.
I mean, Sky is still around, but no one
Yeah.
really, no one really uses it really much these days. But yeah, I stayed up till stupid o'clock in the morning, as probably we all did, watching Monday Night Raw
Yep.
live at 1 o'clock, and waking up at 6, still
Lights,
still
put
on
the
the
lights back
sofa.
on. That's it. And like,
Yeah,
oh God, Cena's won again, and then you stayed up for
yeah,
that.
yeah. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, but yeah, and then pretty much from there watched it religiously for years. And then as I got into my late teens, like not, yeah, about 17, 18, 19, about then, I still watched it regularly. I still kept up with the product, not so much the pay-per-views, but the Raw and SmackDown I would watch when I could. But then I became a bit disillusioned with WWE, not wrestling, just WWE, because I joined I mean, don't want to be mean, but I basically joined probably one of the worst eras as they transitioned into the PG era, like in
Yeah.
2008 onwards. So like, I mean, at the time I was enjoying it; it was good fun. But as I got older, I was like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. I actually started questioning if I should even keep up with wrestling because I was so like, it's a kiddie show for kids. Like, I appreciate the characters that I did look up to and enjoy, like Undertaker and CM Punk, Randy Orton, list goes on. But like the product and like the stories and the matches, everything going into it was just a bit like, this is very predictable, and a lot of it's like kind of cringy and like too
Lost its edge,
childish.
when the Muppets were on
Yes.
there,
Oh yeah.
guest hosting the show.
Well,
And
that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. That was fine. I didn't mind the Muppets. But yeah, the whole, the guest host of Raw thing, that overstayed its welcome very quickly. But yeah, so from then is when I started to discover indie wrestling, like a lot later. That's good, and it was just going on YouTube, just looking up like indie wrestling clips, like matches and compilations of finishing moves and like crazy spots. And like the first clip I watched, it was just like this, like it was as if I rediscovered wrestling
yeah,
almost. I was like a 11-year-old again, like playing that
just like,
SmackDown
where's
versus
this
Raw
been all
game.
my life?
Yeah, I know. It was literally that. I was like a fan again. It was like such a low watching WWE for so long and getting so disillusioned with the product. And then just one YouTube clip, see like a grainy like 2006 like compilation of like Ring of Honor or
Mm,
something, and like seeing these Japanese wrestlers doing these crazy like stiff strikes on each other, and I'm just like eyes bulging, like this is what I want
yeah,
now. This is
this
what I
is
want.
wrestling.
Yeah, this is my wrestling now. Actually, yeah. And then that's pretty much all it'd be. And I'd still, because I was basically reignited as a fan again.
Mm,
I would still keep up with WWE. I was like, okay, I'll still keep up, but this indie stuff, this is my jam now. And from then, like I just like was just on a binge of Ring of Honor and UK stuff, like some Rev Pro. I wouldn't actually be watching the actual products. I'd just be watching YouTube
yeah,
clips, because that's all. I didn't know where like to find the stuff, like, and all the stuff that was in America was like likely inaccessible, like to
yeah,
like
like
people in the
PWG
UK.
and stuff. Like, unless you ordered it
Yeah,
from America on a DVD,
yeah,
like you just wouldn't find a way of finding it. Times are hard as well. You're teenagers. I'm
yeah.
not going to pay like 30 quid for like DVD, just one show.
No, no.
YouTube. Oh, cool. Like 5 minutes. Kevin Owens against Adam Cole, something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was perfectly content watching highlight videos on
Yeah,
YouTube. Like I would still like get into the matches, like oh.
yeah,
But and then with that, I then discovered my obsession with Japanese wrestling. Then I would like be exclusively on that. Discover, I'll just be on All Japan, Noah, and of course, like up to New Japan Pro Wrestling. And like it would almost be exclusively that. And then And then I discovered New Japan Pro Wrestling, like in the modern times.
Yeah.
Like not long after I was going into Japanese wrestling, watching all that, I would find out that New Japan World was starting their subscription, their kind of their WWE network type thing, their subscription service. I was like, okay, I'll get on that. And
Do you
yeah, I think
actually subscribe to New Japan World
I'm
over like,
subscribed to New
but you
Japan
never
World,
done
yes.
WWE Network?
I did.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
fair enough.
Yeah, I did WWE Network. Yes. Yeah, I did both. Because, yeah, even though I wasn't watching it as much as like indies and Japanese wrestling, I'd still be
Mm,
like, okay, look, I'll still keep up when I can, like watch the pay-per-views. In
mm.
fact, actually, NXT was the only thing I watched from WWE, like for a long time. Like coming back, especially coming back from the indies and Japanese wrestling. And then I just couldn't watch any main roster stuff from WWE, just be NXT. Like anytime there was a takeover, I'd just be like, that's all I'd watch, and then back to the indies. Because like NXT at that time, the black and gold, like the old school black and gold era, was essentially the indies, but
It
on
was
like a bigger
special.
production. Yeah,
Yeah,
just like a massive, just a bigger production value. Yeah, and so like I obviously love that shit.
mate.
But
Honestly,
yeah, and then
I just get sad about thinking about the black and gold era. Just I loved it so much.
yeah, I still rewatch like clips and matches. Like it was such a good time. But yeah, and then that's kind of my fan journey.
Mm,
And then when I initially thought, oh, I'm kind of like engrossed in this more than a fan. Like I'm like watching this now, like, oh, like I kind of want to like be there. I want to like do that now.
yeah.
And it was just building and building and building, but like, I was just stopping myself because I'd just be like, no, that's
Mm,
I'm gonna start wrestling, like, because physically, I knew I could do a lot of the things. That's why my excitement was building to try it because of my background in martial arts and gymnastics, which also
I
is
was gonna come to
influenced.
that, but I'm glad you've.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's all coming together. Yeah, which has influenced basically my character and my style of wrestling.
yeah.
And the the wrestler that inspired me to actually like do it, like go to my first training session was Jushin Thunder Liger. Like out of everyone I've watched for years and years in WWE, these like larger than life characters, all these like guys on the indies in Ring of Honor and Noah, all these Japanese wrestlers, it was just I saw Jushin Thunder Liger wrestle, and I'm just like, I, he's just great. Like
He
I can't
was
actually explain.
awesome, honestly, mate. I remember like seeing him live, and I met him. It was in the character. It could have been anyone, but I knew it was him, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, this is so cool."
Yeah, no, he's the man. He's the greatest. And like the reason like he influenced me so much is because he just did everything.
Yeah.
Like he was like I think like one of the best like all around wrestlers like to ever do it. So he had he could do the striking, did the high flying, and he like could do the power moves as
Mm.
well.
He
Like
even had the
all the
charisma.
suplexes.
And I know people associate more like The Rock or Austin stuff, but like Juice Liger, if you go watch his stuff and stuff, how he comes out and how he looks, and those
Yeah,
little things he does in the ring, like he just put it all together. He was just like,
yeah. Like all of that on top of it, on top of like, character
yeah, like his
and
ability and
presence
stuff.
and the this overused word I don't like using, but aura,
Mm.
essentially. Yeah, he had like everything.
Like crossing that one out, Aura. Joking.
Yeah, yeah. Bingo card.
No, that's cool, mate. Also, like, I just never really heard anyone say, nearly over 250 episodes now. Juice and Liger was pretty much the inspiration for essentially getting in the ring, and that's what I want to move on to now. Is when you did get in the ring, where did you begin your training and when?
So when it was, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but like because wrestling timeline, everything just kind of fades in to one. I think it was either late 2021 or like early 2022. I
Yeah,
started with DKW, the drop kicks, which is in Purfleet, based in Purfleet, Essex. And I was just because it's super close by. Like I think it's about less than 20 minutes from me. I'm
yeah.
based in Brentwood, Essex, and they'd been around since the 90s. I'd looked at like some of the guys that had come through there, and I thought, I just try it. Like I just wanted to just have a go. It
Mm,
wasn't anything like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna be fucking sick. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be the next Jushin Liger in like a month.
Wembley
And
Stadium, here I come. Like-
yeah, yeah, fucking all in, baby. Um, but yeah, it was literally just have a go. Like, I didn't have any expectations. I was just like, just have a go. And
Mm.
like even then, like I think everyone feels this. Like before I had that, I was like really nervous. I think it's a really common thing where people like start their journey, but it's a very common um like trope, I guess is the word. Like when people talk about their journeys in the past when they went to their first session, they're like, "Oh God, I was
Yeah.
really
Didn't
nerve-wracking.
know
I didn't know,
anyone, sort of thing.
didn't know
Yeah.
anyone. Yeah, it's a new environment. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, how do I? And I've seen it on TV, but how do I actually wrestle?" But yeah, luckily, like, thankfully, most places, most schools, it's a very chill, easy environment. Like, and yeah, I can't remember exactly what I did. Oh no, I do remember. They actually were doing promos in the very first session I did. They just happened to be doing some promos as well. They had the ring set up. They were doing a ring session, but like that was the splitting that up. Some people were doing promos outside, and then they would come back in and do some ring sessions. So it was a bit daunting, like trying to do a like just on the fly promo in your first ever training session. I can't even remember what it was. It was
I was
just
gonna
about like
say, do you remember like what you said, like roughly?
some corny shit. Like I think it was just like, oh, you're wrestling Lucas Jackson this Sunday. Like,
Yeah.
go. So I was just like so like deadpan, like fucking like I'm gonna fucking Lucas Jackson this Sunday, the 20 whatever the fuck. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna knee you in the face. And it was
Sold,
just
take
so
my money.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna drive my kneecap through your skull, bitch. I don't think I said bitch, but I should have done. Would have been better.
So you
But
talk about your
yeah.
best promo, but tell me about the first match you have. Also, how long was it that you trained for until you had your in-ring debut?
Oh, right. Uh, I think it's about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, yeah, around that time, 4 or 5 months until I had my singles debut. Well, technically, if you want to count it, my actual debut was in a battle royal,
Yeah.
so I'd say about 4 months. But
That's such a British thing, isn't it? The Battle
yeah,
Royal debuts.
it's everyone. I mean, that's just a wrestling thing. That's
Yeah.
everyone. Like everyone's debut match is a Rumble, Battle Royal, multi-man schmoz
Yeah.
thing, which is fine. You're in there for a few minutes, and then you're out there. You basically builds like even though it's like a quick like 1 2 minute thing for the most part, like it does build a degree of confidence just being
Definitely.
out
Yeah,
front
no,
of
I
a
definitely
crowd.
understand that. Yeah.
Even if you're like in the massive shuffle of
Yeah.
like 12 other fucking guys all just like throwing arms and legs,
Was you
like
able to like get yourself like, a bit spotlight, like talking or anything? Was like, yeah, come on, TYSON.
nah,
Straight out there.
no,
Yeah.
no, straight out. I got some strikes in and then tried to like hoof over a fucking bodybuilder, Ian Frost. Don't know, do you know Ian?
Yeah, I've had him on
Ian
the podcast.
Frost?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
I
good
tried
guy.
to hoof him over. He wasn't having it, and then
Out you go.
launched me out. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, my singles debut was about a month or two after that. It was against Taylor James.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a good debut. In terms of debut matches, like not to toot my own horn, but could have been a lot worse. Like
Hmm.
it was very good for like a first singles match, especially someone like against him.
He may or may have not reunited with him not long ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe.
just kind of sporadically, just joined
Yeah.
forces because of our yeah combined hatred of Lucas Jackson.
Sorry, Lucas, I like you. Don't worry. I
Nah,
don't
it's
think there's
fine.
many people that do, but you know.
Yeah, nothing personal. Yeah, we just decided. Yeah, nah, let's go beat him up.
Hello there. I've got a special announcement for my next guest.
Hi there, my name's Abby Cartwright, and I am the author of wrestling's most highly anticipated novel, The Abby Cartwright Chronicles. And you can find me as the next guest on the What Do You Call It podcast.
You heard. We just took a quick break then, so I was just going to ask Tyson about his look. So if you've lived under a rock, you have to have seen his style. His wrestling style is very unique. He can do aerial, he can do ground, he can do submission, he can do it all essentially. I think even when he comes out of his entrance and you see his look, the mask is awesome. You know, I think your attire is really cool. But I just want to know the inspiration for this, mate.
Yeah, so essentially, because of my martial arts background specifically, I guess is like the main link to it because I do Muay Thai.
Yeah,
So like so I mean all forms of Asian martial arts and like mythology have that connection like to the dragon, essentially. So again, like that was just the main like portion of it. And I know there's a lot of dragons in professional wrestling. So I
yeah.
thought, well, how could I make my like presence, essentially, my dragon persona, like stand out, essentially, basically, because you got like American Dragon, like this dragon, Shingo Takagi,
Yeah.
Rampage
Ricky,
Dragon.
Third Dragon, Steamboat. Yeah,
Yeah, the dragon. Yeah, exactly. It can't be the dragon. He's the dragon. He's the only the dragon. Yeah. And and it was essentially just going, well, what's like a really kind of regal, kind of like eye-catching presence, well, gold. And I just like the color gold anyway, so that just became the Golden Dragon. And that just like kind of morphed into basically all of my gear, like with my
mm.
logo, like my shorts and my tights, and obviously the mask. It all just came together with that essentially.
Mate, you pull it off. Who designed the mask, by the way?
Uh, I don't know if I want to reveal what the mask actually is because it's less cool.
Ah, nah, do you know what? I know it's an interview. I should be asking the questions,
You
but
should,
because I actually really like it, and I don't want to,
yes,
when you go magic show, you don't want to reveal too much. So I'm
yeah.
sorry,
I
listeners. I'm gonna
will
have Tyson.
I will tell you off the recording,
Hey,
off the record. I'll tell you.
I
It's
will
just,
sell the answer to the people that want to know. I'm joking.
but yeah, no, the actual background of the mask is less extravagant than the mask itself. Although I did paint the mask myself. It's not much of a brag because it's only one color, but I
Yeah,
did paint it myself.
nice.
So I'll take credit for that.
It looks cool, man. I really like it. I think the attire is really cool as well. But the in-ring style that you have, um, like I said before the break, I've had the pleasure of calling some of your matches in DKW Academy. This style, do you feel that the Muay Thai background that you have has really enhanced your wrestling career, really benefited you it makes you stand out, doesn't it? Really, not to
Oh
take away
yeah.
from your opponents or anything, but just makes you
Oh yeah, of
unique.
course. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like not just in terms of the gear I
Yeah.
wear, because like with the Muay Thai shorts, it's obviously very like, whoa, and then it's got the yeah, like all like the decorations and everything on it, so it's very striking. But my actual like fighting style, my in-ring style, I would say, like for sure, it's helped me. It's helped me actually like discover an identity
Mm.
like in wrestling rather than because I mean no one ever wants to be just another wrestler. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You can just be a wrestler if you're like really good and you can connect with the crowd. That's great. Like if you can do that with like really simple things, like that's great. That's what we should all be striving for. But it's also important to think, okay, I can do these things, but how can I do these things and like some other things that are like relevant to me personally? Like what am I really good at? As well as the
Mm.
actual wrestling, which everyone should be good at. And that's where I linked, took inspiration from my obviously my martial arts and gymnastics background, which I still train in, obviously, and just combine them. So my offense is predominantly striking, and I mix in some high flying offense here and there, like handsprings and springboards, like every now and again, like mixed in with the strikes. And again, like Jushin Thunder Liger, a bit of everything. Got a lot of suplexes, power moves, like thrown in there. It's just like you said, like play around and basically be able to match up against pretty much anyone. So if they're like bigger than me, same size as me, smaller than me, it's
Mm.
pretty rare, but it happens. Then I've got
You're
I've
ready to
got
adapt, aren't you?
I can adapt to yeah pretty much anything. So that's another way that I think my style really helps and has helped me stand out. That no matter who I wrestle, it's I've always got something to show off.
I do find the fans like, don't get wrong, they do want to boo you, but some of the stuff you do pull off in the ring, even you do hear them on the commentaries, they're just like, oh wow, that's really cool. Oh, I mean, boo! Like,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, they're so
yeah,
impressed with your style.
yeah. That's how I get them. I come out, you know, just shouting in their face, dismissing them, like talking shit to one kid, some dad or granddad in the back, like screaming out something, just whatever, like. And then I'll do some cool handspring heel kick
Yeah,
or springboard, like missile drop kick, moonsault, whatever. Then they'll forget they hate me.
yeah, but you
And
don't.
yeah, I don't. I remind them, I hate you guys. I remind them after I do my cool move, I'm like, yeah, damn right. Now shut up.
Exactly. Did I let you cheer me? Fuck off.
No, I don't want you to cheer me. I
But
don't want you to cheer me. I know I'm cool. You don't have to applaud me. You don't have to cheer me. I know I'm
if you
cool.
do want to make up to him though, you can buy his merch. It's got some sweet
Yes.
merch.
Yes. TysonKeaton.bigcartel.com when you can't find me at shows.
Like a pro, mate. Like a pro. I like it.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
yeah.
what's that? What's that?
What's
Oh, Big Boss T-shirt. Yeah. Oh,
what have I got a fly on me? What?
marketing. Brilliant.
I,
Oh,
I just found this. I just threw it on this old thing.
guys, just a few more questions, mate, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Um,
Sure.
I know we've discussed DKW Academy, but I know you've been part of other shows and companies. Tell me what have been your career highlights so far? Got to emphasize on so far.
So far, yes. Well, we've already talked about my favorite match this year with Raymond at Bring Me Pro Wrestling. That's always been fun. I've been on well, yeah, every single show they've had since they started in October 2023, I want to say. Yeah, just under 2 years. That's when they started. So like wrestling with them has been really fun. And I've been working a lot more with SOS. They're based in Essex as well, based in Harwich. And I've been doing a lot of stuff with them here and there whenever they come down,
Mm.
like further south, close to me, and like slightly further away. And I'll be debuting for their Charter Hall show on the 28th of September.
Oh, in Colchester.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'll be the largest crowd that I've worked in front of so far
Is that the one with
as
Scotty
well.
Too Hotty or Rhino?
Yes.
Nice.
Rhino was on the last one,
Ah, okay,
which
Scotty
they
Too this one.
and
Yes.
yeah, on that show, I think they pretty much like had a legit sellout
Mm.
for that one, and this one's shaping up to be like still just as good. So that'd be fun. Yeah, Scotty Tuhati and his son in a tag team match, I believe. I don't think it's announced yet, but they normally tag together.
Nah, sweet, mate. Sweet. Bit of Wrestle Force as well. You made your debut about a year or two ago, didn't you? Maybe
Yeah,
less than a year.
yeah, back in November, yeah, I debuted with WrestleForce. Yeah, like to get in with them. And UKPW, I
Yep, I'm
recently
aware of them.
debuted this year, done a couple of shows. Really like to be a regular if I can with them. They're really
Nice.
fun to work with.
Before I ask my famous question, if you was to return the podcast, let's say next 2, 3 years, what would you personally like to have achieved in that time period?
Hmm.
I think I know what
I
I
think,
think if I had to assume, I think Japan, but I'm
I
not
mean,
the
that's been on my bucket list since I started wrestling, to be honest.
yeah.
That's always there. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing too out of the box. Like I'm not like saying like, oh, it's got to be New Japan or nothing, or like Noah.
Mm.
But for sure, wrestle in Japan. I think just wrestle, yeah, wrestle in Japan slash internationally. Like by in the next 2 or 3 years for sure. Like I think I should be able to achieve that.
If I was a better
And
man, I'd put good money on that.
thank you. Yes, and another medium long-term goal as well is to essentially be wrestling every week, every weekend. Doesn't matter where, just like that. I want that kind of consistent schedule,
Mhm.
like getting my name out there, no matter where it is. Like DKW, WrestleForce, UKPW, SOS, Catch 22. Forgot to mention them. I train with them as well. They do shows in Grays so every now and again, and of course, Rev Pro. I train at Rev Pro, London school. So Rev Pro is definitely a goal.
I don't see why not. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying as a podcaster, but I'm saying as a fan as well. I just don't see why not. That's what I say.
yeah. One day. Oh, and Purpose Wrestling in London. Purpose. Yeah.
I think we can
Basically,
use
there's
this
a
quote in 2, 3 years' time, and I think that would be achieved. Just saying.
yeah. Hopefully, don't jinx it. You come back in 5 years and I'm still at DKW.
Oh, Lucas is just literally never going to allow me to speak to anyone from DKW now, is he?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, sorry, you were saying about purpose as well.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Just try and debut with
Yeah.
Purpose. Like I feel nothing's set in stone yet. Nothing's
Mm,
official, but I feel that that will happen sooner or later. So
sweet, man. Last question, the famous question. This doesn't have to be wrestling related, but it's up to you, Tyson. You are
gotta
going to
keep.
be the host. Three dream dinner guests for your dream party. They can be dead, they can be alive, past, present, fiction, non-fiction. But I want
Okay.
three guests. Quick reason as to why you want them there. Give me number one, Tyson. Go.
Well, it's got to be Jushin Thunder Liger because he's the man
In costume or not?
in costume.
Yes.
Yes, come on.
Then what we're doing here if he's not in costume?
I'm otherwise it's just some nice funny old Japanese man, and that's nice, but that's not
Not
Jushin Thunder.
Liger. Yeah.
I want Jushin Thunder Liger at my dinner party. But yeah, it's got to be him, the guest of honor. Um, Bruce Lee, yeah, because we were talking about me being a martial artist, and like a lot of my inspirations come from Japanese wrestling and
Mm.
movies, video games, and then obviously particularly Bruce Lee, which is the inspiration for my other name, Big Boss. So for sure, Bruce Lee. And hmm,
Number three.
number three,
The
should have
final
thought about
guest.
should have thought about this more. Uh, Dead or alive as well, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it. I keep thinking keeping it wrestling related. I'm trying to think of like a million wrestlers.
What about
Uh,
one of the Muppets? You stood up for them earlier.
one of the Muppets. Yeah, Kermit.
Jushin Liger,
Jushin Thunder
Bruce Lee,
Liger,
and
Bruce Lee, and
Kermit
Kermit the
Fucking
Frog.
Frog.
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah.
I think that's a good idea for some merch. Or don't you get where the licensing, but
I can
fine.
just change the colors of them and change
Sort
the
the colours out and you're
names.
sorted.
Yeah, like Fermit the Krog, and he's orange. There you go.
Love it. See that being a
Done.
gimmick in DKW actually.
Don't say that because Lucas will do it.
You know the debut and you'll be the opponent. Lucas, there's some ideas for you, mate. I want some cash on that one.
Yeah, I want to
Um,
pay. I want double for that booking.
Tyson, been a great chat with you. We plugged the sweet merch that you have. They may see it at some shows if they're lucky enough to still be
Oh, they
there
will.
at the end. But where can they also find you on social media so they can keep up to date with what you've got lined up for the rest of the year?
Yes. So my Instagram is Tyson Keaton Big Boss, and I've also got a Facebook which is just Tyson Keaton. And I put in my bios, mainly on my Instagram is more active than my Facebook, so follow me on Instagram. I always list the upcoming dates that I'm doing shows on, so for the rest of the month. So September, I think at this point, two at SOS. So on the 20th, I'm at Sawbridgeworth. Then,
Hmm.
like I said before, on the 28th is the Colchester Charter Hall show.
It's a really cool venue, by the way. Have you been there?
The Charter Hall?
Yeah.
No, I've seen pictures though. It
It's
looks,
cool. It's cool.
yeah, very cool, very big.
It's a good venue, mate. So good luck to that show. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
I will see you at DKW Academy soon. Not sure what
Yes.
the match will be, but I look forward to seeing you there and just seeing what you got lined up as well. But I'll keep up to date with what you got lined up. Thank you for coming on. This is actually Tyson's first interview. You would never actually believe it as well because you're so confident, well spoken.
I,
Um,
I
you know,
know, right? That's what I
uh,
say.
and you was
That's
able to
what I
plug
say.
that sweet merch before I did, mate. So
I did.
I'm proud of you, mate. But no.
Always. Like a pro.
Thank you for coming on, mate. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, give me a follow on my social media handles. They'll be in the description below. Give Tyson, Big Boss, a follow. Also, his social media handles will be in the description below as well. But for now, everyone, take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for What Do You Call It? Podcast!